CPM Math 3, problem 3-12. We are given two functions here, f of x equals 3x minus 9 and g of x equals negative x squared. And it's asking us to evaluate some functions. So let's practice this and see how it goes. What is f of negative 2? So that means we have to go to the function f and substitute and simplify. So f of negative 2 equals 3 times negative 2 minus 9. And notice the notation, how important it is to follow through. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6 minus 9, and f of negative 2 is negative 15. There we go. All right, super. G of negative 2 is a little bit different. All right, means we have to go to the g function, and so we get g of negative 2 equals negative 2 squared. Notice what happened there. And because g is negative 2, the x is actually substituted for negative 2, and then that has to be squared. So g of negative 2 equals the opposite of negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. So g of negative 2 is simply negative 4. All right, so let's go on to x. If f of x equals 0. This is kind of interesting because this kind of gives students trouble. And what this really means is if the output y is 0 on the f. All right, so this is our f of x. So if f of x is 0, that means this quantity right here has to be 0. So we get 0 equals 3x minus 9. X isn't 0. We're trying to find x if f of x or y equals 0. So we're going to add 9 to both sides. 9 equals 3x. Divide by 3 on both sides. And x equals 3. Notice the difference. Notice the difference that we have. Okay, so g of m right here, we're going to substitute m into the function labeled g. So instead of an x, it's a g of m. And we end up with the opposite of m squared, because m just gets substituted in for x. And notice this negative is kind of outside the little parentheses. It does not get the benefit of the squared here. So g of m equals m squared is just m squared. And then it becomes the opposite of m squared. And that's it.